Hey, what's up, guys? It's Technomentary here with an exciting video for you guys. Today is the release of the iPhone 15 lineup. Here I have the natural titanium iPhone 15 Pro that we're going to be unboxing today and taking a quick look at it. I just went to the Apple Store and picked this device up since I pre-ordered it last week. I know some people still can't get this device because the shipment or the estimated time is further out. So I hope this video help you guys see what the new iPhone 15 Pro looks like. So as you can see here, similar box. It has the previous model of the 14 Pro here. Nothing has changed in that case. You have this nice beautiful box with raised here, as you can see, image of the iPhone 15 Pro. And then if you take a look at the back here, a couple things here, you'll see here 15 Pro written over and a couple information here, and at the bottom here some of the IMEI information, and then these tabs here. So we'll start by taking apart these tabs. So this model is the 128 gig. As you'll notice here, this is the natural titanium one. This costs $9.99 plus tax, of course. So this is the cheapest Pro model you can get. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it. And we also unboxed the other model as well in the other colors. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description section or the comment section so you guys can see if you are interested in the other colors as well. So as you can see here, we took that off and let's take a look at it. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. The natural color of the titanium, almost a white in between a silver finish, I would say, if you're trying to describe this color. So we'll show you in different color lighting. But before we look at the phone here in close up, let's go ahead and take a look at to see what's included in the box here. A couple things included in the box here, like every year other model here. Basically, little card here saying that you have to use eSIM on the US model, and then structure pamphlet, and then the big Apple sticker here. And then as you notice here, moving away from the Lightning to USB-C, now it's all just USB-C. This apparently is supposed to give you 20 times more of Lightning. As you can see here, amazing here. This cable here braided, it's not plastic anymore, so hopefully this lasts a little bit longer than the previous one. So this can be used with your 18 or 20 watt USB ones if you have that box from before. So that's all that's in the box here. Now back to the focus on the actual phone here. Again, as you can see here, this is titanium. Definitely feels lighter compared to the 14 Pro, which I've been using it for some time. And then you see the new action button, removing that silent button, no longer available. And these cameras here, triple camera with 148 megapixel main camera, and the other ones I believe are 12 megapixel camera here. Just look at that finish over here. The 5G mm wave stands out right here, and that USB. See if you can see it right here coming out. Those speakers, again, beautiful finish across the board here. I'm definitely excited this moving away from stainless steel to titanium for the very first time on the Apple product. So let's go ahead and take a look at this by taking off the cover here. Again, beautiful design here. I'm going to go ahead and power it on just by holding this button here. Alrighty, we're on and good to go here. So again, dynamic island, also like the iPhone 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max here, and I believe all the 15 will be getting that dynamic island to it. So, and as you can see here, hello screen. Now this is on iOS 17. If you didn't update your phone, this is the new iOS 17 way. Notice all this bezel, it's much thinner now, which is going to be another thing that Apple advertised. So here is a look of it overall. Look, now my hands are smaller size hand, so again, somewhat average. So for me, 14 Pro fits really nicely. Now, if you have a little bit average to bigger size hand, the 15 Pro Max definitely would be a better option for you. And let's swipe up and take a look at it. We're going to do a quick setup here so we can show you how to get to the main screen here right off the bat. You can adjust the font size and the appearance. I'm just going to go with the default here to continue. Now, if you have another iPhone already that you want to move over running on iOS 11, you can bring it close with the Bluetooth on and you can set it up. I'm just not going to do that right now. And you want to connect to Wi-Fi because that's the only way to set up the phone for the very first time. So I'm just going to simply enter the password for my Wi-Fi here, but you get the idea here. Very similar to other phone setup here. And let's take a look for a moment here. And while this is getting activated, want to hear from you in the comment section if you're getting the iPhone 4, if you're upgrading from 14 or if you're upgrading to the 15 lineup. Which one are you getting and what color? Leave a comment in the comment section. Now, software update. There's an update out, although it's on iOS 17. You can update it now or later. I'm just going to do later. Data and privacy. You can read through it. All the fun stuff here. And then setting up for yourself or your child if you want to do it for a child. I'm just going to put myself. Face ID. Of course, if you didn't transfer it over from the other phone, you'll need to set it up in order to be able to unlock certain features. And I'm just going to hit set up later. You can only set this up in the settings later. Passcode, make sure you put in a passcode. I'm just not putting it because I'm just doing a demo setup here. And then apps and data, make sure you transfer over using one of these methods here, which we discussed in other videos. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. So I'm just going to not transfer it. And then Apple ID, of course, you can use your existing Apple account, which is most recommended, or you can create a new one for free, or you can come back and set it up later in the setting. I'm just going to do it later in the setting just so I can speed through this and show you guys the actual screen here. And then if you need to update your phone, you can just get automatically updated. iMessage and FaceTime, of course, you would want to use that, so you hit continue. And then location services for Find My, Maps, and all that other good stuff. So you can have it enable or disable. I'm just going to disable for momentarily now. And then cellular, if you're moving over your cellular service from another phone, you can have it nearby iPhone and it will move the service over. You can use a QR code if you're setting up for the very first time to eSIM. Your carrier will give you that and you can set that up. Just going to skip that part. And then Siri, now you can just say Siri or Hey Siri. And you can just set that up later in the setting as well. Screen time, if you want to get the weekly insight, you can set this up or set it up later. And then if you want to share your analytics data with Apple, you can share. I usually don't, but that's up to you. Now you can choose light and dark, which is pretty standard, or the auto mode between sunset and sunrise. It will change between the light and the dark. And then the action mode here is the screen mentioning that if the action mode, you can customize it. We'll show you just how you can do that. As you can see here, by default, it stole the silent button. If you press on it, not, you can customize it to one of these other options here, like focus, camera, flashlight, as you can see here, magnifying, and a bunch of other ones. We're just going to leave it as is for the silent mode here. And then emergency SOS, if you want to take advantage of that, you'll hit OK. And finally, we're back into our iPhone. This is how it looks like. The iPhone 15 Pro here. Natural color, as you'll see here. Overall build of it. Now, a couple things about this model. As I mentioned, it's a $999 price tag along with tax. The battery size is about 23 hours. I believe it's a 3047 mAh battery. Now, interesting, and something you won't see over the face is the hardware on it. So it does have Apple's new A17 Pro chip with 8 gigs of RAM, which makes this phone upgraded from 6 gig on the 14 Pro to 8 gig boost in the RAM, which means more power. Apple mentioned that it's going to be great for gaming. It's going to be almost a console grade performance that you'll get on an iPhone for the very first time, which is amazing here. There's a lot of new features as well around the camera, which you can play around with, which will do a lot of other videos testing all of that in the near future of all those videos. But if you haven't set it up, make sure you set it up with your Apple account and everything so you can take advantage of it. Again, amazing bottle. So I'm going to try to, as you see here, that dynamic island can be activated now just by pressing that, and then the buttons here again works as they should. The always on feature, as you see here, if I lock it, works as well. So that's it for this unboxing of the natural titanium color for the iPhone 15 Pro. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you really like it, and leave a comment in the comment section if you got the iPhone 15 or thinking of getting it, and what next video we should do on the 15 Pro here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.